come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be taken in at the 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Plant. Hey, Echo. 61. Match.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to work. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But he's got his man, Marquise Brown. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Hey! Go get him! Fight!
This is counter. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 69 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw it one deep.
57 to Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Get ready. Hey. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A give, Eckler running to the right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
80 weapon.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. McKenzie now to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
SOS.
Go. Hey, exit.
57's mine.
Ready?
2nd and 10. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
57. Mike, 57. Bandit. 57.
Look at me. Zipper.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth.
Here we go again. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Crunch time, defense.
6-6. Pull it high. Go. Draw out. Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Yep. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go, G.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Check 99. I said it, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You ain't doing nothing.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Here is Eckler. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. 57's Mike.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
55. 5. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Seam 7.
Now Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Pro team spill. 30 days. Let's go. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, here we go. Switch, switch, switch. Check to it.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Box trap. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
They'll set up a throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him 1, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This will be caught by Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 98 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flare, alert flare.
Ready?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Let's go, D.
22 Jet Bombers. 22 hit it.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Going for it. It's Rudolph. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Come on, set. 8 read. We ain't giving up nothing today. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. 80 weapons.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check.
Hey, Sam off.
Crunch. Check 31.
Rock it.
Slam.
Shoot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All day, every day, any day.
Protein spill. Hey, Haywood.
57.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Gone. Hey, zoom. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Staying on.
Hey, exit.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Tight end rock.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw here. This one caught by Ridley. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll be fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
6-6, bullet high.
Watch the twist.
Smooth.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, let's get go. Let's get some penetration. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Y'all not ready.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You're not ready. 6-3. 218. Chopper. Hurry. Hit it.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 58 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
Steelers 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed.
There he goes, right side, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 76 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, Alpha.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
Here's McKinnon, and this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Rip left, rip left.
Yep.
57 seconds, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey,
Buzz.
man up, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Hey, team 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
57 to Mike.
Hey.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
57.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Speed dribble.
They'll run here with Eckler down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hard. Go.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Hey, box drop.
Check 15.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Bravo.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike's 50.
Ready.
He'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the
Protein spill. Fire.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
On the set.
46 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, just
get it.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. I got you, punk.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down.
Single receiver.
Rudolph looking to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 46. Mike
6'6", bullet high.
See me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
One last throw here for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.